Man, Star Wars sucks. Seriously. So you talking about the Disney ones, the prequels? No, just all of the above. Even the original series. It's just a mock of a samurai movie that Toho made, and Flash Gordon. Like, who cares? He's a stealer. And we all know he stole from Dune anyways. I mean, for crying out loud. Told you Star Wars was shit. It has always been shit. So all of you guys just acting like Star Wars is this grand masterpiece and became shit when the prequels happened makes no sense. There was shit to begin with. Your childhood was shit. Congratulations. I mean, even these people knew that Star Wars was shit. They didn't give you the toys. They just gave you a background picture and say thank you. You're gonna like it and you're gonna enjoy it. Oh, you still are pissed off? Nah, we're just not gonna give a fuck. We don't care. We don't care. So anyways, I know a lot of people are going to be like, are you serious? Are you just fucking with us? No, I am. I'm just trolling. The reason I'm saying that is because so many people want to complain and bitch that when someone says that, oh, I want to make like a Star Wars or something like that, or something like Star Wars, you guys are laughing at that person. So laugh at George Lucas when he wanted to make a Flash Gordon movie. How come you don't do that? How come you don't do that? You see, you don't. Why? Because you love to suck the dick of the Star Wars franchise. Yeah, you want to stick that lightsaber down your throat. But I'm just kidding, guys. You know I'm a Star Wars fan. You know I love Star Wars. For crying out loud, my video game is inspired by the MCU, Star Wars, and Harry Potter. So that was like, you know, the foundation of it. Then you know, I saw Scott Pilgrim. Played Shin Megami Tensei. Well, first played Kingdom Hearts, then Shin Megami Tensei, and then watched Scott Pilgrim. And then that was going to be the catalyst of my game. But anyways, that's another story for another day when I want to give you a history lesson on my game. But you see how you can always make a magnum opus, your own Star Wars in a way, just by things that were inspired by you, or things that you just liked. The same thing with George Lucas when he made Star Wars. So all of this bullshit of people saying that, oh, you trying to make this, that's so laughable. And I'm over here like, oh yeah, that's great. And you wonder why everything's shit now. And there's there's barely any good stories or good narrative stories because everyone's just afraid to literally make something that they like. Seriously. Because they'll get criticized and then people will be like, you just trying to copy Star Wars. Yeah, Square Enix copied Star Wars with Final Fantasy IV. Is Final Fantasy IV crap? It actually is. It's just doing the same beats. It's crap. It's always been crap. Final Fantasy has always been crap, guys. Did you know? It's always been crap. So has Legend of Zelda. That's always been crap. Let's see. So has Grand Theft Auto. San Andreas, the best one of all? Are you kidding me? No, that shit's crap. Seriously. But a lot of these stuff that we enjoy were inspired by so many things that you put two and two together and it makes something that's unique and fresh and new, you know? But don't tell those people that always be like, oh, you just wanted your own Star Wars. I'm going to laugh at you because you wanted your own Star Wars. Then laugh at George Lucas for wanting his Flash Gordon movie, and he made it. It's called Star Wars. See, you see the hypocrisy that I point out here? You know? So, I just want to get that out of my chest because I've been listening to that conversation for so long that it's just stupid to me. It's a stupid conversation. And that's why I made a video about it. It's a stupid conversation. You know? Seriously. You know? all of the things that you guys enjoy was inspired by other things that were already created. You know? Some of you guys want to complain that there's no originality. No shit, because everything's been done already. And plus, it's just two things that are put together to create one new thing. A samurai movie that Toho made, the people that make Godzilla, and Flash Gordon, put those together, put some mythical myths and legends in it, and you get Star Wars. Doesn't sound too far off from my video game or any other video game, like Legend of Zelda. I mean, for crying out loud, the game is called Legend of Zelda. You know? So, I've been seeing a lot of things about the movie Logan's Run. That sci-fi movie looks awesome. Now, I haven't seen the movie, but I shared a picture of it on my Facebook because the cover that I saw looks so cool. And I've seen a review about it in Minty's channel, Minty Comedic Arts channel. And I highly recommend watching his videos. So, you know. So, and the thing is, I think most of the part, the smart people that know the history of Star Wars are not gonna listen to the people that are like, oh, that make fun of people that say that, oh, they want to make their own Star Wars. You know? Hey, it doesn't matter if it fails. Who cares? That person pushed their passion project. But you guys don't care about that. You guys literally want to be catered to and be like, no, I didn't ask for this. Well, sometimes I get that. To be quite honest, I do. I do get that. I do. Because no one didn't ask for no one didn't ask for, well, for example, I mean, I don't play the series at all, so why should I care? But here's a good example. No one didn't ask for a God of War game and for you to play as Kratos' wife. No one didn't ask for that. You know? No one didn't ask for that. And if you're all gonna do it like that, then just make the game stand alone and just take God of War out and put her name on it. You know? You can advertise that this is a side God of War game or some shit like that. But they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to do that. All you had to do was market it that way. You know, because games that are standalone, but they're still part of the main series, they want to, because at least back then, they wanted to give a proper, you know, name for the movie or game, but also tell the people that are going to play it that, hey, this is like a sequel or prequel to this, without naming the main franchise's name, basically, you know? So that's just me. But if people disagree with that, then I don't know what to tell you. Seriously. And then you wonder why we don't have, because you guys are always begging, where's the Star Wars is? Where's the Back to the Future is? You know, where's the, you know, where's the 90s? Where's the 80s movies? You have no one to blame but yourself. It's not all of you guys, obviously. But the fact that you guys always complain, saying that, oh, you're gonna try to make this magnum opus, let's just shit on this person now. And then you wonder why we don't have good stuff. And you wonder why Hollywood doesn't push. It's like, oh no, that's too creative. We can't do that. And then you guys saying that, oh, you're creatively bankrupt. Of course they're creatively bankrupt. You're just gonna talk shit about it anyways. You know? It's true, you guys are just gonna talk shit about it anyways. Instead of being like, we'll see where this goes. It could lead to good, it could lead to bad, but we don't know the full story yet. You know? Sometimes we do know the full story because of what happens in the background. You gotta, because some people don't pay attention to the background. A lot of generic people that don't look on social media like that don't know a lot of things about like history of animation or movies. You know, some of them don't even care about that. But you might see that or think or hear that from me and be like, how's that possible? It's because they don't give a fuck, guys. They don't give a fuck. You know? Because some of these forms of media, they either will watch it or not. You know? Seriously. You know, it goes back to that anti-consumer thing, you know? if you're doing anti-consumer stuff, no one's not going to come, you know. But this whole thing to me is a joke of like people just complaining about that, of like, oh, you're trying to make the next MCU or something like that. Oh yeah, we look down upon you because you can't be like that, and we don't want you to be like that. And if you do succeed like that, then we're just still going to call you shit. Huh? It was good all along? You were fooled. Did you know Home Alone 1 was criticized like crazy? That movie's an icon. But you guys wouldn't believe me if I told you that the first Home Alone movie, when it first came out, critics hated it. They thought it was offensive. They thought it was mean-spirited. And now it's a family classic. You know, not much has changed, because a lot of these anti-consumer people, basically, will, if Home Alone 1 came out today, and those anti-consumer people saw that movie, they would want it to be canceled. They would want Kevin McAllister to be into boys or some shit. or be sexual confused or some shit. I don't know what they were trying to do, because they try to do that shit with video games and movies nowadays, and people are just sick of it, bro. It's like, we get it. Shut the fuck up and move the fuck on, because you're trying to act like, we're here. We're here, people. We're here. It's like, yes, we know. We've been knowing that you're here. So shut up. You've been on this campaign about, oh, we're here. Everyone needs to be gay. Everyone needs to be gay since 2011 or 2015. And it needs to fucking stop. It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourselves and making people pissed off. And then you call them homophobic and shit. And it's like, no. And you wonder why the things that you put in are failing. You know? There's a reason why these studios and movies are defunding stuff like that, because not just because they're not making money, that is a big factor, but the other parts of the world, the other nations part of the world, are saying that if you keep doing this, we will not work with you. And trust me, they don't want that. You think Disney wants to hear that from China? Half of their movies, some of these movies that don't even make money here in America, makes a lot of money overseas. That's how they get their money. Because here in America, they're over here like, we don't care. We're just going to get our big money overseas anyways. I'm serious, because they don't pay attention to us anymore, guys. They don't care. They're paying attention to overseas. All right? And that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on the situation. But overall, if there's passion and people want to make their own, Star Wars, let them. And if it bombs, if it fails, but they still love it, and there's people that cared enough for it, then there you go. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Or, hey, if you dislike it, that's fine. I mean, there's people out here that don't even like Star Wars anyways. I tried to show my mom Star Wars, and, she liked it for the most part, but she doesn't love it. It's not like I'm going to show her everything, because she just doesn't care. A lot of people don't care about certain stuff that we like, and that's okay. You just got to put that in your heads. But I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think about this video.